polenta chips. So incredibly easy, and I think one of the best ways to use polenta.
Is that the chips you can open up the packet and you put your hand in it and grab them out?
We're going to make them, my friend.
Okay.
I know that you're confused by this, but it's a cooking show, so I'm actually going to prepare them for us.
Oh, wow, that's incredible.
Here we go. I have got 2 litres of water here boiling, and I'm going to make a really easy stock. And because I've got 2 litres, all I need is 4 little teaspoons of stock powder.
So 2 teaspoons per litre.
Oh, wow. Yes, correct.
Right.
Look at you doing the maths.
I just have to say it slowly so I get it in my head. You know
Correct,
what I'm like.
well done. That stock powder is going to add a really nice flavour to the polenta. So the intention here, I don't need to add any extra flavour. It's all come from that lovely stock powder. How easy.
Now, you've got some lovely fine polenta here. You can get it white, you can get it coarse, but the instant one's really easy to use because you could cook it and go straight in.
You can start reining it in. I know you love to talk about reining in polenta.
I can just dump the whole thing in if you want.
Well,
you want me to do that for you?
You rein it in.
Oh, you want me to rein it in? Oh, okay.
People at home probably think this is banter. Little do they know that behind all of this, there's some very serious issues.
This is very important to me, the polenta. I want everyone at home to understand everything they can know about polenta. And polenta's made from corn, from dried corn.
It is.
If you go travelling in the villages up north of Italy in the autumn time, you'll see all the corn stacked out on the patios and the balconies. Everywhere you could almost go, there's corn
Maybe you and I
everywhere.
should go together. What do you think? Would you be up for that?
That'd be fun. I can just imagine. There's some healthy vegetables, Adrian. Let's eat that.
Yeah,
no,
correct.
There's some pork over there.
Let's pop this. Now,
Okay.
I know you don't mind the spitting, but that's what makes me quite anxious at home, which is why I actually stand there whisking the thing. I don't actually leave at any point.
I have a lid there as well, just in case to
Yes,
pop it
well,
on
I
there.
don't have a
It
lid
gets
for
out of
this
hand.
pot, so what a stitch up, hey?
Okay.
Now, I'm going to stay here and make a bit of a mess. Could you start whipping up a basil pesto for me?
Okay.
So we've got some pine nuts, some garlic, some parmesan cheese, basil, salt, pepper, olive oil.
And what would you like me to do with
I
these?
would like you to blitz them up in the food processor, and then I'm going to be ready to go here and we can start getting these chips ready.
That pesto's so nice and smooth, isn't it?
It is. I reckon that's done, my friend.
Okay.
And
off we
so
go.
is this. We're ready to move on. Now, I like to have a little taste of the polenta. Oh, that was a little big cut there.
I like how you just stick your finger in. I'm wearing off of you. Normally you would grab a little spoon and have a little dainty taste, but...
It's very true, I would have.
Exactly.
But the flavour is just really lovely from that stock. It's got the veggies and the spices in there. Very mild. Yummy.
I'll let you in on a little secret. My nonna used to use that in everything she cooked. A little bit of vegeta in there makes everything taste good.
Love this stuff. Could you get the Glad wrap, please? Now, I'm going to do a little pro tip here, which I've stolen from you. Little spray of olive oil. I like the way you move back. You don't quite trust me.
And then cutting that off there. And you want me to push it in? Why are you doing this, Preeya?
So it doesn't stick, because I want to take it out later after it's been in the fridge for an hour.
And you would like me to grab the pot with both handles, bring it over here to the
Fantastic.
tray.
I've got my tool as well. I know how much you love a
Okay.
spatula. But we're going to spread it all out beautifully.
Can
Nice.
I put that?
Sorry, you
that's
can.
there we go.
I got excited. I wanted to be near the
Really?
polenta. You've got the right utensil there. That's not going to cause sticking. But you flatten that out beautifully. Thank you. I could just stand here and watch. This is much more pleasant.
It's like a wave. You go back and forward. You've got to be the polenta. You know, you've got to focus.
It is very sticky though. At home, I find it is very sticky.
Here's another pro tip. Just pull it out to the side like this.
Nice. You could flavour this up even more. Sometimes I would put a little bit of Parmesan cheese through there and melt it, whatever you like.
I don't think so. I think you've got the flavour of the polenta there with a little bit of seasoning in there. I think you're
That's
bang
it.
on.
You've got enough with the stock alone. That is perfect. Now, where did you put that? Glad wrap, my friend?
Okay, just
We
over
need
here.
another layer for the top, please.
Okay, and that's going to squish it down so it's nice and flat.
It is. Thank you
Okay,
very much. You've
gotcha.
got all the messy fingers.
And it'll also stop it from forming a crust on the top of it because I bet you're going to put this in the fridge, aren't you?
I am. Hello, chef. I'm going to put this in the fridge for an hour so it firms up beautifully. Then we're going to cut some chips out of it. Now, we've got our lovely little solid lump.
Well, it's not solid. It's a bit wobbly, isn't it?
It's a bit wobbly, but a lump of polenta. And we're going to cut some chips out of it.
Okay, I'll cut it in half there.
Perfect. And then I would normally go kind of, I'm trying to think what distance that is, like 2 centimetre thickness.
All right, let me move this out of the way. So you're looking
How
at something
good is this, though?
like maybe a little finger, that sort of thing?
Well, your fingers are quite large. Yeah, a bit,
Okay.
I would actually go chunkier than that, I'll be honest.
Chunky like that?
Yeah, thank
Okay.
you. Now, I've got my pan here preheated, little bit of olive oil, and then all we're going to do is fry these off and get them nice and oh, listen to the sizzle.
I like that sizzle.
How easy is this, my friend?
You can deep fry them as well.
You could, but I'm trying to do the healthier option. You could even bake them.
You could spray them with some oil and bake them as well.
Yep, you could do anything you like.
And you just let them sit there
I do.
so they crisp up really nicely.
I
gotcha.
have a tendency to over-intervene in the pan,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I
I
am
noticed
going to
that.
let them sit here. Give me a minute. You make me a cuppa, and then these will be beautifully crisped up.
Put that there.
Yeah.
Don't touch them.
Yeah,
Don't touch them. Don't touch them.
Alrighty, so these have crisped up beautifully, nice and crispy and golden. Let's plate these up, my friend.
Okay, do you want me to help you with this?
I would, because I know you'll make it look absolutely fantastic.
Okay.
But really easy, delicious. If you want to do vegan, if you're dairy-free, you can change up the pesto or do a different dipping sauce with it.
Okay. I like the pesto though. I think it's a really nice way of
Pesto's a
doing
goodie.
it.
The pesto's perfect with polenta, but just in case you're not having dairy, you would leave out the Parmesan cheese.
Okay. You liking this? Is
I
this...
am. It's a little bit of a crisscross
Here we go.
scaffolding.
Yeah, scaffolding, exactly
Yes.
right.
Yes.
I'm sure all the blokes there who are on the scaffolding pipes will be
And we know
watching
you're
it.
watching. Sometimes they come up to me and I go, oh my gosh, they watch the show. Interesting.
There we go.
There we go. And that's for us to share.
Oh,
that one
we'll
there.
try that one. Put
Yeah,
that out of the
let's
pan.
try that little
There we
peanut.
go. The little peanut. There we go. Pop
Here
that
we
on
go.
the board there. Can I move the pan out of the
You
way?
may.
Just so
Thank
it's
you.
quite
To be
dangerous over there.
safe, it is quite
There we go.
dangerous.
You want me to cut it?
Yeah, go on.
Like that.
Here
Beautiful.
we go with your palette.
The palette knife
I'm
there.
excited. I love
It's
polenta.
going to be hot. I'm going to pick it up on the palette knife and blow it like that because I know if I put this into my mouth, I'll just scald the whole thing. But you want to put it in. You want to eat it straight away because it is nice and delicious. And I like the crustiness of it.
If you're tough enough, you can put it in, which I've just done. Oh, you've gone for the pesto too. Good
Well, that's
for you.
what we put with there, yeah.
Crispy shell on the outside, beautiful soft polenta. You've got the flavour of that vegeta seasoning.
I love that. And you know what? That pesto just brings it all together.
Oh.
Who made that pesto?
Oh, that was my recipe that you followed.
Was it?
Yeah.
I thought I had my touch to it,
Oh,
didn't
there
I?
you go.
I think it's well done.
Ooh, thank you.